Oh, can I give a suggestion? At the beginning of the presentation, while your leader is making up an introduction, can all of you stand in front their heads?
Yeah.
Then only you go to your position. Okay. Center, at the center. Okay.
Okay. Hello everyone. We would like to introduce our group A, and we have many members. 10 members. So yeah, nice, really good number. So each member has their own purpose. So first, I will introduce the inventor and the developer is I. Yeah. And for the marketing procedure is Pise and me. Yes. For the investor, we have 3%, Kadir, Hasu, and Kun. For the owner is our group, the first, and for the banker is Ayla. Retailer will be Nam, and last but not least, Laura is Alif. So here we want to introduce you the very useful devices we call an eye translator, and he's the technical document of these devices. So Mr. Ang will introduce you.
Sorry, I've heard some music.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here you can see the specification of the eye translator. So in general, the structure of eye translator will be divided in some components like this. The first one is the microphone. Okay. The second one is audio jack and the on-off button. And the next one is the speaker and also the microphone too. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, so what is the eye translator? So just imagine when you go to another country, for example, go to India, go to Cambodia, and so on, and you need to talk with the local people. So you see, so you need to get information from the local people. You need to get some information about the traffic, about the transportation, and so on. Or even you want to talk with the local people to get some culture things. Okay, so you need to learn the language first, right? Because not all people talk in English. Okay, so the problem is why we don't have any automatic translator. So you only need to bring the translator and then speak, and then the local people will understand what are you talking. And also vice versa, when the local people talk, the translator will translate for you, and you will understand what are they talking. Okay, so that is the purpose, the practice of the eye translator. So in eye translator, you can see our slogan is now the language has no border. So you can travel around the world without learning any foreign language. Okay. So here is the you can see the specification and also the something I mean just draw the concept of the eye translator. So we need two microphones here, microphone 1 and microphone 2, one audio jack, the on-off button, the speaker, and if we need, we also have a small screen to control the device. Okay, So here is the pattern of the eye translator. So just the two simple features, two simple functions. The first one is to on off. So just press on off button. And then the GPS inside the device will try to locate your position around the world and then automatically select the destination language. Okay, or you can select by manual by yourself using some control feature here. Okay, so what about the translation? So we divide into the sub functions. The first one is when we want to talk to the local people. And the second one is when the local people talk to us. Okay, the first one, when we want to talk to the local people. So the first step is to speak to the microphone one. Okay, just speak here, or just speak normally, just put the eye translator here and speak. Okay, and the next step, eye translator we use is our database. Okay, and then try to translate the speech. And the next step, eye translator will speak out the translation into the speaker. And the local people can understand what we are talking. Okay. For the second feature, functions. So when the local people speak, okay, so microphone 2 will get their speech. Okay, you get their speech. And then eye translator will translate the speech by using their database. Okay, and then output to audio jack and also microphone 2 to our ear. To our ears. Okay, and we can understand what I'm talking. Okay, so that is the two simple functions, and we also have a lot of features, but we don't have enough time to present on, so we just select the main function. Okay, so now we will continue to present you about the more detail in the problem and also the solution and the other features. Okay.
Okay, so from the original and genius idea of China, we have choose to invent this pen. This looks like a pen, but in fact it's an eye translator. Okay, thank you. So I want you to read the eye translator. It's very beautiful, very well designed, and we are sure that when we check it outside the street, no one will try to steal your pen. Because it's just a pen, but in fact, it's very modern devices. This device can revolutionize the way you are able to communicate on other languages. And what can you do? You can with this you can able to speak and understand more than 200 languages. And it can replace your trip advisor because when you want to go to a hotel, restaurant nearby, you can only ask the pen, the eye translator, and now you can speak to the other with the function of our loudspeaker, and you can even control your voice, the volume by your voice. SMS and SOS function is very important. For example, when you are panicked or when you are out of your mind, so you can, or you have someone try to hit you, you can click the SOS button, and then the police will come to rescue you. We have also the noise removal, which is very important when you are in the crowd, many people are talking, so it can eliminate the noise and understand what you are talking and what people are talking to you. Long-lasting battery is very important because when you walk outside, you don't have the charging, yeah. So it can work for 40 hours without stop. And self-learning function, it means that if that's local, it have some new words and the device cannot recognize, you can put the new word into the pen, so the next speech or the next person you meet, it can understand and translate to you. So it's some outstanding feature that this device can have. And what makes it irresistible is because you don't have to put the heavy dictionary with you, or you don't have to use the Google Translate your mobile phone. You don't need to use the Siri, or we don't need the map and GPS device anymore. So only with this device can do all the things for you. And special is very easy to handle and with many color. Here we have the silver color. We also have many attractive color for you, for the girl, for the boy. So how does it work? To show how it works, we will have this context. There is a boy and a girl walking in the street. Please, Alif and he said. So he said when she's walking in the street, she found that very handsome boy, and she want to make contact with him. Okay, so using this device can help her a lot. Now we see what can you do. Hello, Ali.
I'm fine, thank you.
Ça va, merci. Okay, so that's the device. What the device can back to you? So with this device, they can know each other without having to speak in language.
Okay, read it small.
So what can this use for? This is ideal for the question approach. You can use this during your business negotiation and all your personal meetings. And it's very important for the education purpose and any other situation that you want to use for break the language barrier. Okay? Yeah, so that's the end of our presentation.
Okay.
So it's now we will talk a little about the potential and value.
Okay, so here we talk about some vigorous work that is focused on the translator. And after we think about the idea and we try to use internet to search and the other work that we focus on the same thing. And currently we have some quite similar things like Google Translate. Okay, and also we have some voice system like Siri and Google Voice. And we also have some GPS device and some patient research on the repository vigorous before. And we also found the two concept device, and we call the pilots and the signal. Okay, pilots do the same thing. That is, we speak to the device, and then the device will translate into the other language. But only one way. That is, we only speak to the device, and the device just become. Okay, so in case the two people want to communicate together, so we need to buy two devices. One device for each people. Okay, for each person. So the second one is the signal, and one of the pilots is $130, and it's quite expensive. And for the signal currently do the same thing like we are doing, but they use the different technical solutions. That is, they try to connect to the mobile phone by using the Bluetooth, and then use the mobile phone service. So in this case, we need the mobile phone together with the signal. And we are spend a lot. iTranslator is spend a lot. We do not need the mobile phones and other devices. Okay, so for the potential and the values of this project, so you can see we have traveling markets around the world. Many people want to go to the other country for their visiting, for their traveling, and for their business, and so on. And we also use this one for the education purpose. For example, we can in a conference or in a language class or something. Okay, we can use this one to support us to speak in the local language. The next one is for immigration. So when you immigrate to the other country, so you need time to learn their language, but you have a lot of document to sign, document to read, and so on for the procedures. So we need some translator to to support at the time. So this one is very suitable for this case. And the price for each device is less than $1, so it's cheaper than pilot. And for the value, we estimate if investor invest into this project, they will get $41 million after 5 years. Okay, and they only need to invest $20 million in total in 5 years. So you think, yeah, so you see, they will get 50% more after 5 years. So I think the value is really good for this project. So that's all about our presentation. Thank you.
Any more?
Yeah, so
That's enough. Question?
So, thank you for the presentation.
Introduce yourself here and your role. Mention your role.
Mention your role.
Introduce yourself and you're from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, my name is Hoàng from Vietnam. So, thank you very much for the, I think, very impressive presentation and very interesting product. I think this product will have a very wide market, but the price, I think, is not expensive. Okay? So, I'm just curious whether the quality of the product means translation or 200 languages. So how about the
so yeah, so you mean the quality of the translation or the quality of the product?
both? Yeah.
Both. Okay. 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 So for the quality of the product, so I cannot tell you more detail, but I think it's a good product because we need some manufacturer to produce this product, and we don't know exactly who is our partner in the future. Yeah. Okay. Currently at this time. And for the quality of the translation, I think currently we have let's say the translation technology in IT. It's really good. And for example, you can use Google Translate and you can type something, and you can see the translation is quite good. Not I mean not good, but it's good enough for us to understand something. And I think for the near future, where the translation technology is go higher and go higher, so the translation quality should be better and better. Okay, so we estimate for 5 years later. So you see in the net time, not currently, but currently is quite enough. But in the net time, I think it's.
So means so far you not plan to put this product into market?
Yeah, because we
Have to
intend
wait for the 5 years.
commercialize this product. Oh, okay, I mean, okay. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning. I'm Annie and Matt. We are from technical team. So we will focus mostly on the physical aspect of the product. So my first question is that how many times you have tested your device? And how many people, because as far as I know, when we speak to the Google Translate or Siri, somehow the pronunciation of different people from different nationality, there are many errors to detect the pronunciation. So how many people, how many nationality have you done the testing?
Well, I think actually, currently, any product will be based on our technology. So, for example, with iPhone, it will be based on some GSM technology and so on. And GSM technology is not from Apple; it's from the other country. And let's back to our product. The translation we will use. Okay, some state-of-the-art translation technology from the other research. So you see, we will apply the translation technology from the research, let's say, from the research to our product. to our product. And we not create the new transformation technology. We cannot because we need to do research for a long time to reach the current technology. So why we don't apply the current research technology into our product? And I think the quality and also the testing of the translation will be not in our because in our I said our goal. Okay, so after the research invent some translation technology, so they also do some experiments and so on. Okay, and we will select which one is the best and we apply the best one to our product.
So it means that you haven't decided to choose which technology.
Yeah, of course. This one is the proposal, and actually we don't know exactly which one we should apply. So in order to commercialize this one, we need to do more. We need to do more. We need to design more in details in our product with technology we use, with components in the device. Okay, so this one is just concept and just we are excited to the invention.
So you mean that you don't have the real roadmap?
Yeah, of course. I mean, now we don't have a real product now.
Yeah. So the question is, you have to know, you have to make a survey about the translator now, economy. So you have to know what it should be the future program. For example, in Vietnam, we have many different accents, and the way they speak is very different. So how it can be typed, you have to know if the translator now they have the possibility to translate or not.
Yes. Currently, we have a lot of translators, and that's why the popular one is Google Translate service. Okay, and in order to do something like you said, so we need more time to do a survey, to do I mean to discover the translation technology currently we have, and also we will evaluate which one's better and so on. So that is the future plans, not currently, not current.
So you don't know if it's feasible or not.
It what?
Feasible. It can be applied.
Feasible.
Let me add to add. Currently, when you select the voice assistants from Siri, you can actually select the different languages and the accent that Siri would speak. So it actually requires the technology to have speech recognition. So the speech does not actually may require some training for you to be able to, let's say, speak in American accent or in British accent or in some other accent. So since you have very different languages that that the device can recognize, so it can be, you can actually train yourself also to determine how better to speak a certain word. So for example, should you say terima kasih or terima kasih, or so you have to be able to learn also from the device the pronunciation.
And why did you integrate it in iPhone or iOS? Maybe it's more convenient for people when they take it somewhere.
Yeah. This device is you can expect. Okay, so for example, for the first time, you might just provide some simple function, but for the next generation and so on, so you can provide more feature like connect to the iPhone, connect to the internet or something. Yeah, but I think that is the strategy of the after we plan this one, so we need to plan for the next generation and so on. So, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Morning. I'm from investor from Vietnam. Yes. And I have small company in Vietnam, which has produced phone, the smartphone. You know, bay phone.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very
Before.
yeah, before. Before is very is the first phone in Vietnam. So I have some question about your technology, your invention. I don't know which database that you use to translate from language to another language. So because in Vietnam, uh, the, the the language the Vietnam language is not support by the big companies like Google Translate. Yes, you know. So because I saw that you has conservation between with the French or English. But how about the Vietnamese?
So
You try to because the database is 200 languages, right?
yeah.
So any experience in Vietnamese?
Okay. So 200 languages is from the speech recognition. Currently, we have and also translation technology. Currently, all the research in academic language and that numbers. Okay, and okay. So currently, we have more than 200 languages. And why not in the future is not? It's not.
It's mean didn't has any experience in Vietnamese before.
No.
No, but because
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
your
yeah.
database,
Okay.
but experience in Vietnamese.
Yeah, okay. So currently we consider the number of the language and we don't focus on exactly which language they support. For example, Vietnamese or Brazilian or French or something. So we just focus on the numbers. And we don't have enough time to focus. For example, we have 10 Asian countries and so on, or we have more than 200 countries around the world. So we do not focus on any specific language.
Okay, and if I have any plan, because you know our company has a plan to produce before two, is near future. So I want to attack your technology in my smartphone. So how can you support for our company the next?
So you need to connect our device with other device like smartphone.
Yes.
So like the question from Nant. So currently for the next generation, for the first generation, the device probably simple. For example, just provide.
I want to know that can you do this or a separate device? Can you okay a separate device like
Okay, so why we don't use smartphone or why and we make the standalone device? You mean? Yeah.
The question is, can you support his next product release
Yes.
with your technology? Can it be incorporated into his future product?
Yeah. So okay, so like the question from Nant. So next generation, so the product is extendable. Okay, so you can incorporate you can connect to other devices, you can connect to internet, you can have a camera and so on. But I mean that is in the next generation, and currently we only introduce the basic feature of of the device, and we have a lot of the features, but in the next generation, the features will be longer and longer.
yeah, I understand. And if I want to invest
Uh-huh.
into your invention to produce true product in the future, can you support the Vietnamese database?
Okay, as I told,
Because you know has has
yeah,
not any experience
yeah,
before.
yeah,
So is it the database not experience? Right?
that is the good question. But in the technical field, because our product will apply the translation technology from the research. And if the translation technology doesn't support different needs, so actually we don't support it. Totally. Yeah, because we cannot focus on many aspects like doing research in voice recognition, doing research in let's say translation technology, doing research in camera recognition and so on. So we can get technology around the world to to apply in our product.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
May I give some opinion? For your first question about interface device with your smartphone, well, the original idea is we want to use a standalone devices, so it will not consume too much batteries from the phone if you want to integrate with the phone. So it has work separate, and if you do the translations with this database only. So if you want to connect it with the phone, it's okay.
Understand.
Yeah, but the original idea is a separate
Okay.
device.
He
And
said
for the second, when we buy the database from the researcher,
no.
original,
Database
we
is about you.
cannot sell the database for you.
I want to invest.
Yeah.
Database on technologies belong to you.
Yeah.
It's not my problem.
So you are
Can you support me?
you are the phone.
Can you do it, Mr. President?
Yeah.
Let me add, I think it's already written here that it can be actually connected to an app, so we still have to be able to develop a software
Yes.
that can be integrated into your vehicles.
No. Separate.
The next phone, your next generation of smartphone. So I think that would be in the future, but for now it's just going to be standalone. I hope
Okay.
that answers your question.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Hua and I talked earlier, and he's asking for a loan in my bank. So I've seen that your product is very promising, and you want to incorporate many features. So with all of these plans, how much do you think would it cost to develop everything? And in the future, would Mr. Watt can pay me back of his loan
Okay.
after selling your products?
Okay, so here is some information can answer the question. So we estimate in order to produce this product, so we need this amount of money for initial phase, that is $20 million. And we also estimate in the near future, trying to be five years later, so we can get back $41 million. Okay, and I don't know this satisfies you or not, but it might also feel so. It's
Yes. So I'm going to lend Mr. Hua with 2% interest. So I don't know if he can pay his loan and earn some money for his company. So probably you can give some answers to Mr. Hua how to further market the product and how would it sell to different countries.
Okay, so I think our banker will answer the question more detail.
The calculations that we've made so far is this